A good business friend of mine called me and asked me if I'd be willing to meet with a friend of his who he said was really struggling a little bit in the business and his leadership. He basically had some blind spots, both internally and externally. So I did meet with him, and through the course of the conversation, at some point, I basically said, "Well, how you doing?" He said, "Oh, doing great." And later on, I said, "Well, so where do you go to just kind of check yourself and bounce some ideas around and just kind of get a better sense of how you're doing and who you are and all that?" He says, "Oh, no, I've got some friends. They serve as my coaches." And to myself, I said, well, that's the problem. And what I mean by that is we've got these relationships in our lives, friends and roundtables, consultants, mentors, and coaches. And I think I see oftentimes all those being intermingled and confused. And the reality is each one of those relationships is as important in our life, but they're all different. And we ought not to confuse them. Friends, when you think about it, friends are friends, right? Friends are there through thick and thin and the ups and downs. And they'll probably tell you you're okay even when we're not. It's a rare friend that'll really speak truth into your life because it puts the relationship at risk. The next one, I'll call it roundtables, right? Chamber roundtables, business groups like Vistage and others, which are great. I've been part of those. And those kind of settings basically are designed so you don't feel so all alone. Right, you're getting around the table with people of similar interests, maybe a similar situation in their business. That's a great chance to share stories, pick up a few tips, but that's really what it is so you don't feel so all alone in what you're dealing with in your business. The third area is consultants. And consultants, they do know more than you do. That's the whole. They should know more than you do. That's the whole nature of the business. So you're basically renting their expertise or their knowledge and injecting it, into your leadership or into your business in a way that you couldn't afford to do on your own or do as quickly on your own. And when the consultants are done, they should go away because that's really it's not a relationship, it's a transaction. The next one is mentors. And this is one that I think really gets pretty blurry. But a mentor really is somebody who's already walked the path ahead of the one that you're on, particularly in an organizational setting, right? It's somebody who can kind of show you the ropes and where are the on-ramps and off-ramps and potholes and what are the things you want to think about and the relationships you need to establish. So a mentor can be very, very powerful, kind of in time, accelerating your learning curve, especially in an organizational setting. The downside of a mentor is you're going to learn how they did it. That may not be how you should do it. The last one is coaches, what I do. At least the way I do it, I see coaches as my job is to help draw things out of people and help them become much more self-aware, much more aware of their skills, their talents, and their blind spots. Or the way I like to put it is, I want to help them see things they may not see on their own, discover things they may not realize, and really learn some more about themselves and shape that into a leadership model that they can really take back out and have an impact in their personal and business life. So that's the role of coaching. And the value of coaching, at least for me, is it's uniquely suited around you, who you are as a leader. So you really own it when it's all over with. So friends, roundtables, consultants, mentors, coaches. I encourage people to have all 5 of those relationships in their life. But the best way to gain the value of each one is to recognize that they're all different. Thanks for watching.